Tonight, before you go to bed, make an inspection tour of your ice box. How's that Pabst Blue Ribbon supply holding out? Tomorrow morning when your dealer says, "What did you have?" say, "Pabst Blue Ribbon." What else?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hello Harem podcast. I'm your host, Alex Luby, and I'm joined, as always, by the horniest homie to sail the seven seas, Mr. Wook Farnsworth. It's just me and Wook today. Anthony's out on a mission trip in West Africa. He's really doing God's work, and we're proud of him.
I hope he gets stomped to death by an elephant.
Or gets Ebola.
I think that'd be the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah. Hey, guys, got Ebola.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, if you come back from a mission trip in West Africa and go, "I have Ebola," I'm laughing at you because you're an idiot for going in the first place.
I watched an hour documentary on Ebola, the Ebola outbreak of 2014 or 2013. Yeah, it was bad in Africa, so I feel bad for them. But saying Anthony has Ebola is kind of funny.
It's not that the disease is funny,
right?
Because it's not. Like,
no.
It's a very serious disease.
Yeah.
It's the fact that he comes back and goes, "Hey guys, I got Ebola."
Hey guys, got Ebola from my mission trip in Sierra Leone.
Hey guys, you wouldn't believe this. I actually just got diagnosed with Ebola.
Hashtag swag money.
Hashtag Ebola gang.
Oh, good times talking about Ebola.
Yeah, we're funny guys here. We like to have fun.
Yeah, if technically it'd be my right eye, I think that you're looking at. It is my right eye right here. If it looks like I have Ebola of the eye, it's because you know those eye styes that you get sometimes?
Yeah.
I have one and it fucking hurts. So it makes me look like I have Ebola.
I don't think that's what Ebola looks like.
It's not. But it kind of looks like it. And it's on topic because we were talking about it.
I don't think I've ever had a sty.
It's not that they don't like excruciatingly hurt. Like, I'd much rather have a sty than like a canker sore.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the fact that your eye swells up a little bit and it kind of hurts at some time. It's more of a like just kind of minor inconvenience.
Yeah, that doesn't really. I'm built different, so that doesn't really happen to me.
Yeah, I just get all the weird shit. You know, like, oh, here's a canker sore once a month. Here's an eye sty. I don't really get these though. I don't even know how they form. That's
I have no
beyond me.
clue.
I'm
Asking the wrong man. I'm not a doctor.
Real quick. How do you get eye sty, S-T-Y-E, caused by a blockage of one of the oil glands in your eyelids?
So it's a pimple.
Yeah.
Eye pimple.
100%.
Eye robot.
That's cringe.
Will Smith.
Let me put some Clean and Clear on my eyeball and we'll be all set. Go blind.
You should take a needle and just like stab it through the sty.
Honestly, that'd probably work. And then it would
I don't know why you shouldn't do that for pimples.
Well, let's ask Google real quick, you know?
Like, what is wrong with that? Because I've had pimples that hurt bad, and I'm like, I would rather just do that.
Why shouldn't I stab my blemish? Doing so can lead to inflammation, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, and scarring, and of course, infection. Avoid popping a pimple.
I don't care if I have a scar.
What is the danger triangle?
What the fuck is?
What? Now I gotta look up what the danger triangle is.
What is a danger triangle?
What's the danger triangle?
Color me concerned.
The section of your face from the bridge of your nose to the corners of your mouth. So it's like here.
Why is that the danger triangle?
So it's sometimes known as the danger triangle of the face or even the triangle of death. What? And it's one of the places where you should never pop a pimple as it can lead to an infection in your brain.
I get pimples like right here all the fucking time and I pop them. I've never had a brain infection.
What?
What the fuck are they talking about?
That's crazy. I've never heard that before.
I have never heard that in my fucking life. Viewers at home, if you've heard of that, leave a comment telling us that we're stupid.
I mean,
like, I will accept it wholeheartedly. I've never heard that.
Now I'm kind of scared to do it. I'm not even gonna lie, because apparently it's like a big thing.
I'm not scared. I've never had a brain infection because of it.
I'm a little nervous. I'm gonna
I'm
avoid the
not.
triangle of death.
I'm built different. I'm not scared at all.
I'm gonna avoid the triangle of death.
See, the thing is, I think my brain's always infected, so like I don't have anything to worry about.
I've been saying in the membrane.
I've been born.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That was the end of the statement.
I've been born.
I love gold.
I love gold. I was involved in an unfortunate smelting accident.
There's only two things I hate in this world: people who are intolerant of others and the touch.
I love that.
It's such a good joke.
It's what irony like is. It's the perfect
Yes.
irony joke. Tolerant others and the Dutch.
And the Dutch.
Wonder what's he got it. Wonder what he has against the Dutch. That's kind of weird.
He just doesn't like them.
Probably doesn't like their wooden clog shoes.
Austin Powers Faja.
Faja.
He's very toy like a toy. Yeah, a little weird, dude.
Little weird dude. Well, I think on today's agenda, I say we hit Anime of the Week a little early because I'm sure we're going to go on and on about our next topic.
We're going to talk about a lot of anime this week. You folks out there that watch this anime podcast for the anime discussions, this episode's for you.
Yeah,
Next week we'll talk about Bigfoot.
Let's do it. I did. Ironically, I watched like a breakdown of the Patterson film slow-mo, like super stabilized, and I was like, "Wow!" Some guy pointed out, he's like, "Look, it's Bigfoot's boob." He pointed out the ass crack. It's like, dude, that's a nipple. That's an ass crack.
I
like,
actually
oh my
have
God.
absolutely no interest in Bigfoot in the slightest. I do not care. I don't want to talk about him. I don't give a shit.
I'd much rather talk about aliens. But
I would rather talk about aliens than Bigfoot, and even then, I don't want to talk about aliens just because everybody that talks about aliens then says like the wackiest shit you've ever heard, and then it makes you think like, yeah, there's no way that happened.
Yeah, I got some.
But we've
wacky-
talked about that before.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Who knows?
Let's jump into anime of the week.
Yeah, so this one I told Luke earlier. It's a little weird because like it's. I'll just get you'll understand what I mean when I recommend it. My anime of the week is Eminence in Shadow. Yeah. Not necessarily for the second season, but for people to start watching and hopefully get to the second season. So more specifically, the first season.
This is a lot more of like a shonen show that's ever been recommended on here.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Isn't that weird?
I don't know if we've ever recommended a just a raw shonen before.
I mean, this one definitely has its like harem fantasy stuff in it, but it is pretty high key shonen.
Yeah, it's very like in the. I don't want to say this to like sound like a dick. It's definitely in like the childish mindset of like what badass is.
Oh, 100%.
Which is honestly what a majority of shonens are.
Yeah.
And I'm not even saying that to be an asshole. Shonen literally stands for, I think it's like young child, like
I think yeah,
like
I think it is something like that.
because
like
seinen
boys
is for
action.
adults. Seinen is for adults, and shonen's for
Fucking kids.
actual kids. Like literally, it's for
Yeah.
kids.
It's for fucking kids, for children.
Anyway.
All right, well, we got Eminence in Shadow. So I'll just go over the synopsis and we can kind of talk about this, because it's in the discussion we'll hit later in the show too. For as long as he can remember, Minoru Kageno, I'll just call it that, has been fixated on becoming as strong as possible, which led him to undertake all kinds of rigorous training. This wish, however, does not stem from a desire to be recognized by others. Rather, Minoru does everything he can to blend in with the crowd. So, while pretending to be a completely average student during the day, he arms himself with a crowbar and ruthlessly thrashes local biker gangs at night. Yet, when Minoru finds himself in a truck accident, his ambitions seemingly come to a sudden end. In his final moments, he laments his powerlessness. No matter how much he trained, there was nothing he could do to overcome his human limitations. But instead of dying, he awakens as Sid, the second child of the noble Kagenu family. In another world, one where magic is commonplace. With the power he so desired finally within his grasp, he does the moniker Shadow and establishes Shadow Gardens, a group whose sole purpose is to combat the enigmatic cult of Diablos, an organization born from Sid's imagination. However, as Shadow Garden grows in both membership and influence, it becomes increasingly apparent that the cult of Diablos is not as fictional as Sid intended. So pretty much, Homeboy lives in his head and wants to be super cool. He dies and becomes super cool. IRL.
Sure.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, it's the dumbest down of ever.
Yeah. So the interesting thing about this show is me and Luke started watching this show when it first aired, I think 2 seasons ago, 2 or 3. Or was it farther?
It was last year. Was I down here when it aired?
This was October 5th,
Yeah.
2022.
22.
Yeah.
So a year ago.
So a year ago when this aired. At first we did not really like it. We thought it was kind of cheesy. Yeah, we were like, it was fine. It wasn't all that great. It was kind of cheesy. It was an all right watch. But as the show progressed, we were like, oh shit, this is actually like really good. And a lot of people are talking about it. So it ended like super poggers epic. Me and Luke were the children that they aimed to captivate.
Oh yeah, I was captivated like a child.
Yeah. And then season 2 was announced. We were like, yo, we're going to fucking watch the hell out of that. So it started the other day. I'm not even sure exactly what day it airs. Friday?
Tuesdays?
Tuesdays? Oh, I was way off. No, Tuesdays. No, not Tuesdays for sure.
It's definitely not Fridays. I know that for a fact.
We'll say Thursday and Wednesday, one of those two.
It's Wednesdays.
Wednesdays
it airs.
Okay, so Wednesdays. So we had the first episode come out of season 2. It was really poggers. I thought it was fucking awesome. And I'm super, super excited to watch this show again. Like, I know we left off like, damn, I want more. Yes, it got a season 2. And big ups. I'm so excited to watch this.
I think the thing that really took me for a loop was that it's one of those shows where the main character is super overpowered. Wow, woo. Basic shonen isekai plot. Wow. Except he knows he's overpowered.
Yeah.
And also doesn't care to be known for being overpowered.
Yeah, I think that's one of the key differences with this show compared to a lot of like other ones. Like, you have people that be like, I want to be the Pirate King. I want to be the hero guy that everyone looks up to.
Is your go-to always One Piece?
Well, that one just popped in my head. I watched the live action, so it's fresh in the mind. And like Deku and shit, you know, when you go with a shonen like that. But this homie's like, I really don't give a shit. I want to be unknown. Like, his sister still like in episode 2, spoiler, his sister dragged him around like via the collar. It was epic.
I think the other thing is like, yeah, he's really cringe, but his character is made to be really cringe.
Mm-hmm.
So it's also kind of like fine with it, because I don't know. I don't dislike Chunibyo characters, and that's what
I don't
he is.
either. I actually really like him.
That's all he is. He's just a Chuny, except now he actually has the god-killing powers that all Chunies wish they had.
And even as a human, he was kind of like OP.
Badass.
Yeah, like in the opening scene, homie wreaks havoc upon. Yeah, he saved that girl in the warehouse.
And then beat the fuck out of a bunch of dudes with a crowbar.
I meant to watch the first episode again yesterday. Not the whole thing, just skim through it. Because I want to know if the girl in that first episode is somewhere in the isekai part.
I haven't noticed her yet. I'm sure that I'm sure that they would tell us by now.
Because I thought she was the main character when I first started watching the show.
I thought she was going to be a main character because they did like this whole backstory for her and everything. And then
they did.
They're just like, nah, she just doesn't exist now because it's not in the same world.
We're gonna follow the Chuny. Bye.
Yeah, get rid of this dummy. This dumb bitch.
I was curious. I'll have to go back and look to get a refresher on what she looks like and shit.
And is it? I think it's Gamma. Gamma's the wolf.
Looks like Delta.
Oh, is it Delta?
Yeah.
It is Delta. Yeah, Delta. Delta
Delta's
though.
epic.
Delta though.
They're
Bruh.
they're all fucking awesome.
I'm just saying, man. They know what they're doing with Delta. Delta is definitely not there for the smarts.
No, Delta's epic. You know what?
What
She kind of looks like Musashi from Ozerlane.
a little bit, I guess.
No, because she had those like purple stripes right here. Last
Yeah.
episode, she looked like really similar to Musashi.
All right. I gotta think of a good one now. Uh, can't think of a good scale for this.
What about Atomics?
The atomic is like my favorite scene of the show.
I know
Still.
that was still pretty fucking epic.
I'm a very big audio guy. For those of you at home that don't know this, just certain audios just catch me really hard and they stick with me. I Am Atomic. I think it's episode 8 because that's the name. It's the
Mhm.
name of the episode is I Am Atomic. I
Yeah.
think it's episode 8. Fucking amazing. That's where I really like was all in for the show.
Yeah,
Was that
around that,
single episode.
I think like 2 episodes before that, I started to really get into it again. When they
I
were
was
in that
like,
like
it's not.
sewer scene and stuff with the bad guy, I was like, oh shit, this is actually gonna turn out to be sweet.
Yeah, I was like, this isn't bad, but 8 is definitely the I Am Atomic is definitely where I was like, this is a show now.
Yeah, that's where the switch flipped.
Yeah, how many atomics are you gonna give it out of 10?
I'm gonna go with the scale that is on my anime list. I'm gonna go with an 8 atomics out of 10. This has an
I agree.
8.3.
I'm gonna agree with it, dude.
I agree.
Honestly,
It is
It-
so much better than I thought, and
it's kind of a smack show.
it is. And I kind of feel like a doofus for thinking it wasn't.
I don't feel like a doofus because it definitely started out very overly generic isekai,
Yeah.
and I would know. I've watched plenty of
Yeah.
isekais
If
to know.
anybody's gonna understand that, it's gonna be you.
I am one of like there are very few authorities on isekai that I would say can hold a stronger opinion than me.
Yeah.
It definitely starts out super generic and just weird and goofy, but then about 6 to 8 episodes in is where it finally like grabs its own and becomes its own thing.
Yeah. God, I love Shadow Guard though. They're fucking poggers.
They are sick as fuck.
I better get off this. I keep clicking on their characters. I'm like, Throughout the rest of the episode, there are a ton of spoilers for this season's anime. So if you guys are watching any of them and don't want anything spoiled, I would definitely proceed with caution. Remember that there are plenty of spoilers. Enjoy the rest of the episode.
All right, I've got one thing I want to bring up before we start talking about just animes in general.
Okay.
So we've talked about these before. It's the r/anime weekly engagement rankings and discussions.
Yeah.
And they go from September 29th to October 5th. October 5th was what, Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. So in that time frame, there was one show that aired that I fell in love with instantly, and it dropped 4 episodes. And that show is FRIEREN.
What? It
In the
dropped
top
4?
6. Yeah, it was 4 episodes.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it dropped, like lost a rank.
No, they dropped 4.
Okay.
In the top 6, all 4 episodes of FRIEREN are in the top 6 at separate ranks, and I don't think I've ever seen a show be in the top. I don't think I've ever seen a show in this list more than once.
They are. Holy shit.
And then it actually all 4 episodes beat Bleach.
Yeah, they did.
As well as episode 1 beat Jujutsu Kaisen and Eminence and Shadows premiere in terms of weekly engagement. And Jujutsu Kaisen last week, it went kind of fucking crazy.
I forgot to watch it. I realized it today. I was like, fuck.
Super.
I know. Forgot to watch
But
it.
like it went insane. And for last week's episode of Jujutsu Kaisen to get beaten out by the first episode of FRIEREN, that says a lot.
Yeah. This show's insane. Like, this is anime of the year contender 110%.
But the problem is that due to the way we do anime of the year, we don't have to worry about.
I thought it
voting
was the other
for
way around. That's Crunchyroll's rules, remember?
No. We don't do it if the show doesn't end in the year. And if it's a 24 episoder, which I stated FRIEREN's going to be a 2-core,
Are you sure?
then it won't. I read that somewhere. Let me double check. I'll go.
Well, I
I'll go
mean,
to
no,
look right now.
I'm not talking about the episode list. I'm saying, like, What if there's only one episode that airs in like 2024? Like way
Well, then
less.
that's different. But if it's two core, there's more than one episode that airs in 2024. FRIEREN have. There's a really shitty CBR article about FRIEREN, so that's really fucking cool.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna click on it. I do not want to. I can't find it anymore. I got 24 episodes across one season is what this says. So
I honestly hope we judge it this year because I want to see the battle showdown of this and Oshinoko. I think that would be a really good discussion.
I don't want to do that.
I don't want to. I don't necessarily want to either, but I think that would be a great discussion.
Because I'm gonna be honest, I personally already put FRIEREN above Oshinoko.
I'm not even gonna think about it because it would take me 15 minutes to even consider
Get through
one.
the thought process.
Yeah, it would just be too much.
All right, I'm gonna close all that out.
Man, Shy is pretty high too up there, almost in the top 10.
All right, we'll just start from how the top of my list goes, which always starts on Thursdays. I don't know why I have it start on Thursdays, but that's just what it does.
'Cause you're dumb.
Do you want to talk about Jujutsu Kaisen at all? Or do you want to just do stuff that just started airing?
Not really. I mean, everyone knows it's the Shibuya arc. Everyone knows Shibuya arc is crazy.
Everyone who's either read it or is watching it is going to care, and everyone else is not going to care.
Yeah.
Earl and her guard dog.
You know, I'm glad you brought this one up, man, because this was a Twitter hot topic for a long time. I don't know how to feel about this. It's really weird, man.
I don't really like it.
I don't either. If Homeboy wasn't in it, I wouldn't have a problem. I think it would be great.
Because she's really cute.
Yeah.
She's super cute.
Awesome.
I'm fine with her. But, like, he is really creepy.
Yeah, and, like, here's the thing. Her crush on him is, like, that's actually pretty normal.
That's fine. I don't care about that.
Yeah, it's the dude who's 26 years old trying to date a 15-year-old.
Or really heavily flirting with a 15-year-old.
It's just, I don't think it's very cash money. It's a little, like, here's the thing. I think the only acceptable, like, 11-year age gap would be, like, when you're 40s and up. Like, if you were 32, you were dating a 21-year-old, that's weird. If you're 41 dating a 30-year-old, that's a little more normal.
All right, have you changed your views on Koikimo then?
I forget how old he was.
He was like 32.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes, dude, he was like double her age, dude. And I kept saying, that's weird. And you're like, no, I think it's fine, dude. I actually don't dislike this show at all. I'm like, dude, he's grooming a 16-year-old and he's in his 30s.
Yeah, I'm going to say go ahead and change that.
Yeah, I'm sure you do now.
I mean, this is literally just Koikimo, but not Koikimo.
Not as bad, because I guess at least he, like, raised her, so there's this sense that they should be close.
That's a little more weird.
But it's like they're too close. It's one of those like they're too close type things.
Yeah, I think it evens out. I think like the two shows are pretty much really similar because in Koikimo, dude's older, hardly knows her, or didn't have anything to do with the childhood. In this one, dude's younger, but he's like a father figure, and that's really weird.
Yeah, I mean, if he was like more in line with how a father would act, I'd be like, okay, that's fine.
Right.
Whatever.
Like, why couldn't he be like, you know, the show like the one you guys watched not too long ago, the Yakuza one with the little girl?
Yeah.
Like, if it was more like that, I'd be like, oh, yeah, that's cool. Everyone's raising the little person who's not a Yakuza, but everyone likes her. You know, just like the jocularity of the Yakuza bros, like with the little sister. You know, that'd be fine.
That'd be way better, dude.
I was hoping we would get that, but we certainly are not right now.
No, I don't know if I'm gonna keep watching it, honestly. I
think I'm gonna because I want to see how it pans out. I'm
curious.
So curious.
Cringe though.
It's pretty bad.
The whole show is about a dude grooming a girl.
Yup.
My favorite is that like there's been a lot of videos about this show that I've been seeing, except it's not about people talking about this show. It's about the fact that it's a show about a groomer that's airing, and people on Twitter are still mad at Uzaki because she's small and has big tits.
They're still mad about that?
And that's what people talk about. They don't talk about the show about a girl getting groomed by a dude 10 years older than her. They're mad about Uzaki still.
A college student with large bazingas.
And she's short.
And she's short.
Yeah, we love body shaming to show up all those anime watchers.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
They're really Twitter's a wonderful place. X is a wonderful place.
Yeah, X is great, man. I love X. I love Xing.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
do.
every day I X.
I had to mute r/anime hate because for some reason I kept getting recommended to me, and that is the worst sub I've ever seen in my life.
It's probably just a bunch of screenshots of X's.
It's not. It's actually a bunch of people who go, I hate anime. And then instead of moving on with their lives, they let it run their lives on how much they hate anime. And it's really funny because they hate it so much that it holds a place in their head all
they
the time.
actually probably like it.
They sit there and think about anime all the time because they hate it so much. And I find that really funny.
That's a Redditor for you.
I hope one day I could hate something that much that it lives rent-free in my brain every single second of the day.
I don't want to die 10 years early. That'd suck.
I do. Anyway, we're going to go on to the show of the century, FRIEREN, Beyond Journey's End.
We're starting off pretty heavy.
I am really loving this new take on shows where you drop like just power bombs for the first set of episodes.
Yeah, 2023 has proven that things are changing. The currents are moving a different direction.
Like Oshinoko drops an hour-long first episode, and it is just a power bomb of everything you could imagine.
Yeah.
And then FRIEREN comes around. They go, here's 4 episodes. Here's basically 2 hours of content for the first episode. Fuck you, take this.
I like that because it sets the tone for the whole show. Like, it gets the stuff that usually takes a couple episodes out of the way right off rip. So you know you're caught up. Even though it's a little longer, you're caught up, you're ready to go. So the story can continue, honestly, at a quicker pace than what it usually would.
And it's one of those things where it's nice while you're watching live, but then if you're watching after it's done and you're binging it, you don't even notice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like a good medium for both. Because I don't know. I've been actually really enjoying being excited for a show every week.
I have too. And I think this season is really has a lot of potential to do that, especially FRIEREN.
And I don't know how many times I mentioned on the podcast, this is probably my most anticipated show of the season. I talked about this show forever when it was getting ready to air. Yeah,
I think out of all the shows, this has one of the most interesting concepts, ever. We're probably going to draw a lot of comparisons between Oshinoko and this. Oshinoko has a fucking astounding concept of a show, and this one's just as equally astounding. I've always wondered what the fuck happens when they defeat the Demon King, and now we're finding out, and it's really fucking sad.
And it's always because elves live for tens of thousands of years. I'm like, well, what the fuck did they do after? Now I know. They just get really fucking depressed.
Yeah, that would I thought, I'm like, man, it'd be cool to be an elf, live that long. And then I'm like, maybe not.
I mean, think about it this way.
Maybe not.
Where we're at right now, it has been 78 years since they killed the Demon King.
Yeah. I always think 28 because it always says 28 years since the
hero died.
Death. Yeah.
But
which I think is really cool. I like how they put that in. I do too.
Which was 50 years after they defeated the Demon Lord because they watched those stars, the shooting stars or the meteors or whatever, and that only happens once every 50 years.
Yeah.
So they defeated the Demon Lord, went back, had a party, and the stars were falling. They said, I'll come, and FRIEREN's like, I'll come back in 50 years. That's nothing. And then she comes back, and then Homeboy just dies.
Yeah, Homeboy's fucking dead. Or she sees him one more time. And then he's fucking dead.
It is just such a good show, man. I love depressing shows.
I do too. They suck,
It,
but they're awesome.
they have a more of like an emotional toll.
Yeah, they
Like
do.
there's more investment to be had in a show that's sad than there is in a happy show.
And with a character like FRIEREN, she plays it off like perfect. Like she has the perfect personality for that type of thing. It's not like
Very
oh,
dry.
yeah, like she really does play the bit super well.
Like
This
she's super dry, but there's like a little bit of humor in it, but then she also shows emotions. She's not a robot or anything.
Yeah.
She's very visibly upset that she doesn't understand the passage of time through a human's eyes because she's an elf and they live for so long and everything.
How what's the other guy with the beard that's really short? Is he like a dwarf or a druid?
He's a dwarf.
A dwarf. What's their average lifespan?
They
He's
live for a
getting
few
old.
100 years.
So he's getting old, and he's been
Yeah,
around a while.
Yeah, they live for like a few hundreds of years, maybe thousands. It also depends on like how you look at it. 'Cause some people say elves live for a couple thousand, whereas this one they're like after 1,000 years she's only lived 1/100th of her life. So
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah, I was
when you look
curious
at
what her lifespan was.
so I mean she could live. She
No, it
probably
was
has like multiple thousands.
I
of
think
years.
10 years is 1/100th, or it was not even a 1/100th of her life. 10 years was.
Well, 10 years isn't 1/100th of the life that she's lived so far, I guess. So I guess we don't know how old she is because
Yeah.
her master died 1,000 years ago.
And she looked the
That's-
same.
Yes, and she looks the exact same. So she's at least 1,078 years old,
Yeah.
if not older.
Oh my god, I thought they only
So-
lived like 1,000 years.
That's usually what it is. That's why I said I think they've, they stretch. Everyone stretches how elves are defined in terms of their lifestyle because they're not real. They're not fucking real
Yeah.
things. So I mean, my guess is Freeman's probably got like 10,000 years in her or something. Would be my guess, just because she doesn't seem like she's getting any older anytime soon.
I'm gonna see how.
'Cause
I'm gonna try
most
and see
shows-
how old FRIEREN is.
Because most shows like Goblin Slayer, they have an elf and she's only like 248 years, and she looks like she's 18 or something like that. So
Oh, really?
yeah. So I mean, I think it just depends on how the show wants to define it.
FRIEREN. I don't even think it'll say her age.
I am already deeply in love with this show.
I am too. This is one I don't have a complaint ever.
This show's got me like kicking my feet, giddy as fuck, crying my eyes out. I was so excited for this week to end, just for Friday to come around, so I could watch another episode of FRIEREN, and then I felt like garbage after watching.
Yeah.
Because I was like, "Fuck, why is it not happy?"
Yeah, so there's no real thing. Everyone, like you said earlier, everyone is just saying over 1,000 years old. Jesus Christ, and she looks like 18.
Which I'm glad. I like the fact that we don't know her age, so we just have to take clues, but it's not a point of the show. The point's not that she is this old, it's that she doesn't understand time.
Yeah. It's so good so far. It is so amazing, man.
It's so good.
I don't really know. I don't expect anything from it because I've been blown away the whole time.
I don't even want to like stop talking about it because I like it so much. But like I could just say like the same thing over and over.
Yeah, that's what and like, dude, it's so good.
It's just
Dude, it's so good. Just
everyone
my dog,
home,
it's good.
You need to fucking watch it.
Yeah,
this is. Oh my god.
Yeah, if there's one show that we're gonna talk about today that you are considering picking up, or if you're not, this is the one to watch. 100%. 100%.
Guaranteed. Money back guarantee.
Yeah. No money back because you're not gonna want it back.
Because it's only your time that we're taking, and you're not gonna waste it with this.
Yeah. So watch FRIEREN.
Dude, oh my god. All right, we're moving on. Next is the Shield Hero season 3.
Already better than the second, and it's been one episode.
I was like, holy shit! There's actually a plot and there's actually pacing. What the fuck?
We got introduced to a new mommy character, Epic.
Big mommy.
We found out Slave Trader has a twin or cousin.
It's his uncle.
His uncle, Epic.
Yeah, because remember you said my nephew told me about you.
Yeah.
So it's his fucking uncle that looks just like him.
Yeah, it's already so much better, man.
That even Philo was like, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey."
I don't know. I don't really have too much to say about
I'm just
this
glad
one.
it didn't start off and they're like a giant turtle's gonna destroy the world, and then next episode they're just fighting a giant turtle with
I,
no fucking
you know,
lean into.
I did find myself getting a little upset when they did mention the turtle. They were like, "Yeah, the turtle was this and that." I was like, the turtle. They did mention a phoenix, so I was like, I
Well,
hope
because
the
they
phoenix.
have to.
I was like, I hope the phoenix isn't as bad as the fucking turtle.
It's like the turtle has a point at the end of the day, and like it's a point to
Yeah.
like the end of the show, and blah blah blah. They could have just made it better, and they chose not to. Yeah, I don't know.
Still.
That's all I got.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
guess we.
I'm
Oh,
I'm excited for it.
I love Shield Hero just in general.
I do
like,
too. I like the series a lot.
Overall, I like Naofumi. I think he's an amazing protagonist.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Just because he's again just very different.
Yeah. Philo is based.
Philo's
Raphtalia
mega based.
based.
Mega based.
Mega. I don't know the other girl's name, to be
I
honest.
can't remember, but she's also based.
She's also based.
She
And
just doesn't talk much.
yeah,
She
that's
dresses like
true.
a chicken,
She does dress like I appreciate that.
and that's based.
I appreciate that. That's based. So I mean, it's looking upwards for this series. It's looking to go up, and if we can get 2 seasons that are based and 1 that's mid, I'm gonna count it as a dub.
That's a dub in my book. They can't all be winners.
Right, and that's fine. I don't expect everything to be a winner.
Everything can't be hitting like Data Live, because Data Live every season's a winner. That's
true.
a hitter.
Yeah, that is a
Hitter
hitter.
every
Never a
season.
misser.
Never miss her. Same with Overlord, actually. I don't think I've
Yeah,
ever had a
Overlord
season of
hits
Overlord I
every
don't
single
like.
time too. Same with Love Live, but it's a given.
Yeah, that's a given, dude. I wasn't gonna bring it up. I thought that was like an unspoken.
Yeah. I
obvious
just
one,
figured
you
we
know?
should in case there are any fucking
Oh,
Love Livers
you're
that don't
in.
listen.
The viewers at home that don't watch Love Live and they still listen to our fucking podcasting, they have the right to watch Love Live.
Right, those cringe ass.
Wooby
mayonnaise.
is watching.
Yes. What's
All
next
right,
on
next
this
is
list?
next is one that's not going to take us very long. Arc Knights.
Yep.
Yeah. New character was really mommified though. Little fox ears and shit. I was like, fuck.
Arc Nuts.
Yeah. Are you watching You Were Experienced, I Was Not Our Dating Story?
Fuck yeah, I am.
I saw an r/good animes post and it just said this is, or no, it was an okay buddy baka, and it said this is what r/yeah that happened is, and it's just a picture of the 2 main characters. And it is the definition.
I've been extremely excited for this show for months now. I heard it was coming out, I think a couple months ago. I think we brought it up. I was trying to figure out what it was, and I think we eventually found it. I did find so this show, if you guys have no idea what it's about, it's homeboy nerdy kid, geeky dude. Nobody really likes him, but he has his 2 friends who are actually really cool. I like them. Has a crush on the super mega poggers popular gal girl in his class. Surprise, surprise.
Wow.
Yeah, and to everybody's surprise, he asked her out, and she said yes. That's not a spoiler. All right, if you can't figure out the title and the picture of the show,
If you can't figure that out from the name of the show,
Yeah.
you're a fucking idiot.
So, so in the show, it says she had a lot of boyfriends, and when they went to her house, she's like, "Are we not going to have coitus, sex?" And he like flips out. So it got me thinking. I'm like, okay, so she had a lot of boyfriends. Did she like do this with every guy? Because that seemed like a response. And I went looking, and in the description of I think my anime list, it doesn't mention that at all. And then in the manga it does. So I was confused. So I was just reading some comments, and one of this guy is like, yeah, so pretty much she's just a cum dumpster. And I started like audibly laughing really hard. I was like, wow, that's really forward, man. I've never really heard that before.
Man, dude. I like her a lot though.
I do too. I think this is
She's-
a really good show.
She's awesome. I want to beat the shit out of all of her exes because they treated her very poorly.
Yeah, which is surprising with how like of a super Genki she is. Like there doesn't seem to be any sort of like trauma or anything. She's just like
No, she's just like whatever.
yeah. I'm like, wow, good for you.
Yeah, good on her. You know
Yeah.
what? Good on her.
And I like Homeboy too. He seems like a cool dude.
He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
I like him.
Here's when I see characters like him, I like them a bit more when they have friends that are kind of geeky too.
Mm.
Because then I'm
Because
like,
it's realistic.
yeah, because I love Nagatoro, not to knock it or anything, but like, Paisen is like the loner dude, and I'm like, bro,
Yeah, how does he not have any fucking friends?
yeah, I'm like, bro, at least get one, like there's got to be one
at least
person
have
in your
one,
school.
man. Well, now he does. He's got Yoshi and
I saw this picture. This is off topic. I'm sorry, but I saw this picture. It's like watch Nagatoro. We have. It started naming all the characters. It's like funny person, artist, haha. And then when it got to Yoshi, it said dinosaur. I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
it's Yoshi from Mario.
Oh,
The green dinosaur from Mario, Yoshi.
I love Yoshi. Okay, back to
I love Yoshi as well.
back to your experience, and I was not.
It is the definition of r/that happened.
It is, yeah,
100%.
It is.
Yeah, I was a really dorky guy, and then I walked up to the popular girl, and I was like, "You want to go out? I think you're cute." And she was like, "Yeah," and then everyone clapped.
And then
that's
she
the
asked if we wanted to have sex, and I said no because I have respect.
because I respect women, not because I was scared.
Yeah, this show, I think it's gonna be really fun. It's right up my alley about shows that I'll
I
love.
like it.
Mhm.
It's a really good one.
It is.
Next one, you're gonna hate me for my opinion for a show that came out today. Next is Girlfriend. And I know how much you
That
like
came
this
out
show.
today.
so
I
you're
thought it
gonna-
came out yesterday.
No. A different show. I have a different. I have a comparison between this and another show that came out today.
Oh,
And
okay,
you're
okay,
not gonna
okay.
like
Okay,
how I feel about it because I know you like Girlfriend.
I'm going to defend it.
You can defend it all you want. I have a point, and I feel like my point is very valid. But we'll get there when we get there. So Girlfriend.
Yeah,
Season 2, not Season 1. We watched Season 1.
yeah.
We've already talked about it. You can find it here, and there'll be a link like right here that won't exist because no one's gonna edit that there.
Yeah, that'll just be cut out.
Yeah, I don't know. You can find it. It's not fucking hard.
Yeah.
Just go to like whenever the season came out. You can just look on our page for when we did the review for that season, and then
Yeah.
just do that. And there you go.
I think my opinion hasn't changed.
It's fine.
I fucking love it so much. It is
It's
the epitome of
fine.
goofy bullshit that doesn't make any sense, and you're like, that will never happen, and it doesn't. And it takes everything in exorbitant amount and just like blows it up into situations that are so kooky and crazy that it's funny.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, it's also the epitome of that happened.
I asked these two girls out, and I was like, "Why don't we just date? Why can't I just date both of you?" They're like, "That's fine." And then like we did.
And then
we
like they
did.
lived with me, and then one of their friends was like, "Well, we have to live together now," and I was like, "Okay."
And she's like, "I don't have a crush on you," even though she does have a crush on me.
And then the blonde twin tails made me
Who's
drink
really
water, and
is super internet famous and like makes a lot of money.
she drugged me, man, and took me back to her house.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? Not a single person is gonna say anything. She openly drugged him in the middle of the classroom where there's like a bunch of people in there.
Pushed him out on a cart back to
And
the
then
house.
utilized her little sister to try to fucking make him go out with her. Which, first off, her little sister, mega base.
Epic mega.
Like, mega
Yeah.
base. She is already in a top 5 little sisters in anime. I
Yeah,
would
she's
say.
up there.
She's awesome.
Yeah, she's poggers.
But what the fuck was that? Not a single person. And then like they exchanged emails. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I have your little sister's email.
I
Like,
feel kind of bad for. I don't even know her name. For the blonde.
I don't know. Her
I
name
just
either.
literally
I
like
do
this
feel
is
bad for her.
this is one of the shows where you just point out the color of the person.
Yeah, I don't. I know Saki.
I know Saki. Yeah.
I don't know her name.
I don't either. I just feel kind of bad for her. She just wants included. And
Yeah, she's just like in love with dipshit. And
yeah, I
he's
forget
like,
why.
"No."
There's not really anything special about him.
No. I think he said something and it was like really nice to her, and she's like, "No,
So, like,
I'm in love with you."
Exactly
it's anime.
like the other three.
Yes, he said the exact same thing he said to everybody fucking else.
Yeah. Overall,
God,
it's so kooky of a show. That's why I like it so much. If it tried to take itself seriously, it wouldn't be as funny. But the fact that it knows what it is, and it makes light of that, and I think it does it really well.
I mean, I don't dislike it. It's
Right.
just fine for me. It's not like a show that I would rave about by
But
any means.
the OP and ED are pretty fucking based.
I cannot lie,
they're pretty
dude. This
good.
is the season of OPs.
Yeah.
OPs are so goddamn
They're
good.
pretty-
Back to
they're pretty
FRIEREN,
based.
another Yoasobi OP, and like, how the fuck do they keep making hitters?
I don't know.
Like, first off, you have Oshinoko, and then you get FRIEREN from them. It's like, what the fuck are they on right now?
I
How
don't
are you
know.
supposed to choose what the best OP of the year is if you're gonna drop all fucking heat for the rest of the year?
Yeah, and I just want to say this first. To people that don't like the FRIEREN OP and saying Yaosobi, it's not her sound, you can fuck yourself.
You're an idiot.
Like, that's a
You didn't even
genuine
listen
go
to
fuck
lyrics.
yourself. You are an idiot.
Go. How about you go and look at what the lyrics are translated, and then you can tell me if it doesn't fit the theme of the show,
Yeah.
dumbass.
You fucking idiots. Read a book.
When they actually translated in the last episode, I read all the lyrics. I was like, "Holy fuck, that is so sad."
Yeah, it's fucking tear your heart apart.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
Yaosobi really hit us.
The last show of Friday is one that I was mentioning earlier about that I had to add because they just started doing it. It's called Let Me Check the Walkthrough First. Now, some of you viewers might know
Oh,
this
what?
is a show that came out last year, actually. It's a 2022 show, but it's a Chinese anime. It's actually like animated kind of how Honkai Star Rail is, you know, like the game, how they have the animated scenes in it and shit.
Yeah.
It's kind of animated like that, but they're now releasing it, instead of releasing it all at once dubbed, they're releasing it weekly dubbed on Crunchyroll, which is really weird. It's a show that I've had my eye on because it's an isekai. So I was like, well, I'm going to have to watch it eventually,
I've
like no
never
matter what.
heard of this.
It came out last year. It's Chinese and it didn't come out on Crunchyroll when it released. So like
Wow.
it's something you probably wouldn't have heard about.
Mhm. It looks pretty epic. I'm looking
It's
at some-
actually
looks
it's actually
pretty
pretty
epic.
funny. It's really silly.
Mhm.
I like it, honestly. It's not like fantastic by
Yeah.
any means, but I'm enjoying it enough to say that I think it's kind of good.
Yeah,
It's
it looks fun. I'll give it that.
It really is. I just thought it was interesting that instead of dropping the entire thing dubbed in Japanese, they are doing it weekly like that.
Yeah.
I thought that was really weird. All right, on to Saturdays. That was just Friday right there.
Jeez. There's no more on Friday, really?
Unless you're watching Goblin Slayer, no.
No. Wow.
We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that was a sixth one.
Jesus, we're really going. I thought we've done like 2 shows so far.
Well, granted, one of those was Arknights.
Yeah, that was just an okay. I know. Okay, I remember Shield Hero, Arc Knights, FRIEREN, Girlfriend.
And then I just brought up, let me check the walkthrough first because I thought
Yeah.
that was weird. And I figured that was a good one to say weird. Also, Goblin Slayer Season 2, I'm watching it, gamers out there, all you gamers out there, if you want to talk about it, throw it in the comments or join the Discord and we can
Yeah,
talk about
join the
it.
Discord, man.
Really fucking good.
I already know
Really
it's. I
fucking
already
good.
know it's a good show. So like I know it's good. I haven't even seen it. I just know it's great.
I love Goblin Slayer. It's definitely like one of those shows that is it's actually reasonably hyped.
I say
would
it gets a good attention.
It gets good attention, but it's not one of those shows that everyone's like, "This is the best show ever." If you don't
Yeah.
like it, you're dumb. Like, it's not. It's really good, and I would say it is a very, very good show. But
I will say
I think it
the
gets there.
I think one of the OPs for it, like in the first season, is fucking awesome.
The first season's OP is
Yeah.
really good. All right, Saturdays. You're not watching that. Spy Family.
I haven't watched it yet. Me and
You
Amanda.
didn't watch
We
it,
meant to.
dude?
We meant to, but Amanda had to go to a baby shower for my sister, so we didn't have time.
Cringe.
I know, and I told her,
Like-
I'm like, Luke said Anya makes a bomb,
She does. She straight up makes a bomb.
and I really want to see Anya make a bomb.
Anya made a peanut bomb and then threatened the man that she was going to hurt his family if he didn't stop. And that's real.
There's not. A Spy Family's just fucking awesome.
Oh my god, dude! Just they just like went extra with Anya in this episode. It was
I
so
love it.
good. It was so fucking
Like,
funny.
for people that don't like Spy Family, I get it. It's not a show for everyone. But for people to go out of their way and hate on it, you suck.
You're
Bad.
cringe and stinky.
You're cringe and stinky. Anya's awesome. It literally has everything. Like, it has the cute little girl character that everyone loves. She's funny. She's kooky. She's kind of weird. Yeah, she's really weird.
She's very
She's really weird. It has a dog. Everyone loves Borf. It has your Forger. It's
That's
your.
mommy.
All right, let's just say there's no really introduction needed.
Mommy.
Mommy. And it has Lloyd, and he's Epic Pogger's spy guy with blonde hair. Cool. Collected.
Dude.
Kudu.
Super cool.
And it has the kooky friend with the afro hair.
Scruffy.
Scruffy, I like him.
Mr. Scruffy.
Yeah.
I like when Borf comes on screen, he just goes, Borf? And that's it. And that's all he fucking does.
Yeah, he really killed that line.
And then he tells the future, and no one knows that he can see the future but Anya.
Oh, man.
Well,
yeah,
that
I love
was,
Spy Family.
That was a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be, because I thought we'd at least be able to talk about the first episode.
I know. I know.
Everyone in the comments, go ahead and call Alex Stink. I'm just going to make calls to action.
Just
like
tell
on...
say, hey, why'd my sister have to get preggers?
I don't think you want that explanation in the...
It's ruining my anime time.
Can you explain why my sister got pregnant?
I didn't mean it that way. Don't do that.
Next is the vexations of a shut-in vampire princess.
Man, do I have a lot to talk about with this show.
Alex, I am honestly so fucking surprised that you picked up as many shows as you did, and I'm so happy for it, because this is a show I would have wanted to talk about every fucking week.
Oh, let me look it up real quick.
You're just gonna look at her? You just want to see
Yeah.
her again?
Yeah, actually.
We get a super based maid.
like,
Again.
like unimaginably based.
The maid is a mega pervert lolicon.
So, for those of you who have no idea what this show is about, the vexations of the shut-in vampire princess follows a vampire princess who is a hikikomori, and one day her dad comes in. Goofy ass dad.
Super
Super
fucking
goofy,
goofy.
but he's a whole
goofy gooper so bad.
wholesome ass guy. And he comes in. He's like, "Honey, I made you a commander of the 5th Army. You have to go
talk to your mom now.
You have to go kill people once a week."
Go talk to your mom now. And she's like, what? And then she goes to her mom, and her mom's like, yeah, I kissed you in your sleep, so now we have a deal. And you have to go kill people in war.
So her army is a army of vampires, and they're known for killing people that are weaker than her, weaker than themselves. And she is very weak, but she has to put on the front that she's really strong in order for them not to kill her. And it's just the goofy, funny comedy that everyone needs.
At her, she shut the door. I didn't think that was how that was gonna go.
I didn't either. I thought it would, like, cop averagely slam in his face, but it did so much more.
Fucking murdered.
And everyone's like, "Oh, she's serious."
Wait, that guy's dead.
There are countless funny faces, funny scenes in this show. Like,
she could kill 100 people with just her pinky in 5 seconds.
yeah, I forgot about that.
That was like my favorite scene, because then the maid looks at her and goes, like she did something. And she's like, why the fuck would you say something that obvious of a lie?
It is just so much fun.
Oh, it's so fucking silly.
It is really silly, and I'm so excited for it. Like,
Her
to finish
dad is
this
the
one.
biggest, goofiest goober ever.
It's awesome. Like, if you were on the fence for watching this show, like, this is your cue to go fucking watch it.
Oh my god, dude. I I did not expect it to be as funny as it fucking was.
I didn't expect it I didn't know what to expect going into this one.
I didn't expect anything, honestly. I
Yeah.
was just kind of like, I'm gonna watch it because cute girl, cute vampire.
Yeah,
girl.
I'm like,
Why would I
okay, yeah,
not?
she's probably gonna be like mean and stuff. I didn't know she'd be like super like I don't even know what to describe.
Skittish.
Skittish.
Doesn't want to die.
Doesn't want to die. Has a based maid.
Is afraid of blood.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, hates blood. Yeah.
That's why she's tiny, by the way. She doesn't drink blood because she doesn't like the way it tastes.
Yeah, even though she's a vampire.
She says it tastes icky, so she's not going to drink it.
Yeah, it's epic. Watch the damn show.
Next is Tier Moon Empire.
This show I did not know what to expect, and
Another show I did not expect you to watch.
I didn't either.
I found out about this one at Anime Expo.
I think
Same
that's
with
why
FRIEREN and Shy.
I started this one, and I started Shy and this one particularly because you brought them up from Anime Expo. FRIEREN, I feel like that would have been on the list anyway had you brought it up or not.
Yeah, those are the three shows that I took back from Anime Expo. I was like, I just feel like I need to watch these.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
So yeah, this one
And-
I'm also watched. I did not know what to expect, and
I just knew the plot, and that's it.
I didn't know. Like I see her get thrown in prison. I'm like, what's going on? And then they actually fucking behead her. I'm like, oh my god.
My favorite thing about the show is Guillotine Goon just showing up
I
with like
did-
his
yeah,
arms
that's
on his
funny.
side. He's like,
Yeah. Also, I gotta write a note, man. I'm gonna put a big spoiler tag before we get into any of these shows.
Oh yeah, we
Like
are
100%
definitely
have
just
to put.
we are just raw talking about these shows, no
Yeah.
filter. I don't care, honestly. I'm having way too much fun talking about shows right now.
I'm definitely gonna put that though, just in case.
No, I don't
I'll just
blame you.
put like
I'm just
a warning
saying.
and say like, warning, spoilers ahead. Wah, wah,
I'm
wah.
saying normally we're very careful in dancing around spoilers if we can. I don't care. I just want to
don't
talk about
care
these
either.
shows,
It's
man.
only-
I'm having.
Yeah, it's only one episode in, so it's not the end of the world.
Oh, it's just so fun. Like this is such a fun season, man.
It is. I love starting a new season and talking about all the shows. It's probably my favorite thing. Other than Anime of the Year, it's my favorite thing to do.
I'm trying to think, like, what point of Tier Moon Empire was I like stood out to me? I don't think there was too much. I just think it's just like the whole show in general has such a weird, dark premise.
I know, and I didn't expect that. Like, I thought it'd be funny princess show. And then fucking Guillotine Coombs comes in, beheads her. She's eating tomatoes. that
Rotten
she fucking
tomatoes and
hates,
moldy bread.
And then it puts her back when she's like 12, and then she has to figure out how to fucking save the empire. And I'm like,
I like when the redhead tripped, fell, and then went face first in a cake.
I do too. That was epic.
I do like that she's super nice and everyone's off put by that. And then when she gets mad, everyone calms down for
I
some
know. Yeah,
reason.
yeah, the maids particularly.
Like the dipshit fell, went face first into cake, and she's like, "No, it's fine." And then she realized that was the last cake, and then she got pissed, and she's like, "Oh, good, she's normal still." Like,
I
why
will
are
say,
you?
Mr. Chef in the show, I would not eat your soup still because it did have tomatoes in it.
Yeah, tomatoes are icky.
If you guys have seen Snafu, I know me and Luke have. Yui Gahama, we don't eat tomatoes.
No,
Sorry.
no. If she told me to, I would.
Right.
I would
mixed
if
that
it
up.
was
That was my bad.
if it was Yui Gahama, I would be eating tomatoes.
Not some kooky ass chef.
We're not eating carrots though.
Man, I really love carrots, but
I'm sorry you don't.
unfortunately, I have to give them up.
I'm sorry you don't love carrots.
However, I
dude,
do love
because,
peanuts.
We love peanuts, but we hate carrots.
Yeah,
Can't stand them fuckers.
yeah. Orange and shit.
I don't know, man. It's one of those shows that just it's weird.
It is weird. It is. I think it'll be a good show. I don't think it'll be anything like pretty spectacular. Just an
I don't
average
think so
show.
either.
But the premise is pretty cool. But it's not anything super different.
I mean, it's not something that's super common either. If
Yeah.
that makes sense. It's one of those in the middle, like
Mhm.
not everyone does this concept, but it's done enough that you give me enough time, I can probably find enough shows that have the same concept.
Yeah. Overall, it's pretty good.
I agree. Next is Butareba, the story of a man turned into a pig.
This show I have not started yet. I meant to watch
You
that.
didn't start this either,
No,
bruh.
no, I haven't.
I don't care. You're getting spoilers now, and you can be mad about it.
I'm gonna
if you
watch
want.
it tonight anyway.
So, man wakes up in another world, and he's just lying there, right?
I'm looking at pictures. He looks goofy as fuck.
He's cute. He's a little cute little piggy. Do you see the girl there, the blonde one?
Yes.
You guys tell me her name so I know what it is. 'Cause I can't remember.
Fuck. I'm on
it.
Google Images.
Damn you! I'll go to my anime list. Sorry. Brief intermission.
brief intermission. Okay, hold on. I'm about to just open the link.
Here it is.
Jess.
Jess Yesma. So she comes in and
She's epic.
she's a maid for this kingdom or whatever. Like he wakes up in the farm as a pig in the nobles area or whatever, and she can read minds for some reason. They explained it, but I didn't understand. I also didn't really care. She's super cute and based, and he's just kind of wakes up and he's like, "I'm a pig, I guess."
You're gonna love what I have to say after this.
And so she listens to his thoughts, and his thoughts are on the line of, I really want her to refer to me as Mr. Pig. I like when she calls me a pig. This beautiful blonde girl is calling me a pig, and I really feel that. At one point, she threatens to spank him if he calls her beautiful, and he goes, "Yes, my beautiful queen, beautiful princess, you are so beautiful," and then turns around and waves his pig ass at her so she can spank him.
Can she understand the pig?
Yes, because she can read his mind, and he
Okay.
thinks in human.
So I'm going to start it tonight, actually. But the voice actor who plays Jess also does the maid in Tear Moon Empire, the red one, and Tara Komori gains blood from Hikikimori Princess. They're the same voice actor.
Oh, dude, she's also gonna be one of the supporting characters in Slave Soldier.
And she's one in Railroad Manesque. And I was experienced and you were not. Wait, what the fuck is Azurlane? What?
Dude, she's Moo 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 in Railroad Manesque Season 2, which I don't know how to watch.
Do you know there's an OVA coming out for Azurlane?
Wow, I see that now. She's Glasgow. It's already out.
What?
There's 2 episodes of it.
How do we find that?
Well, I know what we're doing after this. I'll find
Right.
it. I will find it.
Yeah, it's the Queen's
I'll-
Orders.
We can watch it together. We'll learn about the Queen's Orders.
That's awesome.
Slight off-topic rant real fast that really pisses me off. The changing of the name of Slave Soldier to Chain Soldier is the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard, and
I gotta
I
let
think
Finn
it's
out real
stupid. There goes young man. He's leaving.
There he goes. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
It makes me super fucking mad. Like, is everyone that watches shows that are made for adults not adults?
No, they're not, because they're fucking
Like-
children and can't understand
like-
that things are actually exist. And
Like, why are we censoring things that are? Why are we censoring things in a fake show that are real in real life? Why?
because that hurts people's feelings.
I don't like the term slave. I'm sad that it happened.
Bro,
Alright,
did you
well,
hear that someone on, like, it's a big meme now, but someone on Twitter tweeted, like, remember not to use spook or spooky this Halloween. That's offensive
Yes.
and racist. I was like, oh my
People-
fucking God.
People have been making fun of them, and then to get clout, other people have been calling out other people that have used the term spooky. And
Jesus Christ.
yeah, it's just not going well all around. X is filled with a bunch of dipshits.
Well, here we go on the Hello Harm podcast. We don't censor shit like that because
Because there's a difference between saying it as a racial slur and saying I'm going to give you a little spook for
yeah,
this
because
Halloween.
we're not
I think there's
idiots.
a big...
It is
Yeah, there's
spooky
a
season,
difference.
and we're going to talk about spooky things sometimes. Give us a good spook.
I'm pretty sure that if you look up spooky in the dictionary, it says one thing and it's not the racial slur
Yeah.
that people are saying it is. So you're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking moron.
Freaking idiot.
If you want to discuss about it, you can meet me in a parking lot somewhere and you can discuss with Buckshot.
You can join the Discord and we can fight each other via Discord. And then we can save the receipts and oust you on X.
And we'll call you a racist.
And you can try to
because you're a
cancel us, but
racist.
we're uncancelable.
If your brain goes to that when someone says it's spooky season, if you look at a kid and a kid goes, "Oh, it's a little spooky out," and you call them a racist, you're a racist.
Yeah, you're a fucking
100%.
idiot.
If that's how your standpoint is, you are a racist. End of discussion. Anyway, man gets turned into a pig. It's really fucking awesome. I wish I was a pig. I wish I had a nice blonde woman to call me Mr. Pig and call me a pig and tell me I'm dirty. It'd be super based.
Boohie, boohie.
Boohie, boohie.
Rooshers.
Boohie, boohie, boohie.
Rip Rooshers.
You're not watching that one. The family circumstances of the irregular witch. You didn't watch the latest episode. We watched the first two, right?
I watched the...
Right.
Yeah, I watched the first two.
Good. The Phoenix makes me laugh every fucking time.
Dude, the Phoenix. I saw him in the OP and I was like, please tell me this motherfucker is common in the show.
Oh boy, is he common, dude. He showed up again this episode and he talks a lot.
I'm choking on my thing as I'm laughing. Dude, he's gold. He's comedy gold.
Dude, he's drawn like a third grader's idea of what a chicken looks like, and it's awesome.
I love him so much. This
like
show,
everything else. Oh my god.
I like this show. I'm liking it so far. I think it's
I do
funny
too.
how everyone thinks the daughter is the mom because the mom's actually really tiny.
Yeah.
I think that's funny. It's cute. They got a good dynamic going on. Then there's the Phoenix.
Dude, everything else in the show is designed so well. Like, the main characters look good, the friends look good, everything looks really good. And then this fucking chicken comes in his 2D ass drawing looking ass.
I gotta look him up.
So in this episode, this is like a very minor spoiler, and I don't like really fucking care because it's not like it's an action show where there's big plot going on. The friend witches, you know, the really hot one with the spiky teeth and the hair covering, and the blonde one that has the sex slaves.
Yeah.
They come over and they bring, it's just a magical photo book. It's just like whatever you think of from the past, it makes a picture, whatever. And so they're looking at the mom's like past pictures, you know, the daughter's like, how'd no one kidnap her in the village? She's so cute and shit like that. And they're like, Mr. Phoenix, why don't you show us your adventures? And it's fucking head in the same position, but with a different like natural disaster beast going on behind him. He's like, yeah, this was me when I was 1,000 years ago when I was flying past the eldritch horror that was escaping from the sea, and it's just his stupid fucking head. And he's just flying over it.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch that. That and Pig Show I'm really excited for.
Oh, fuck, dude. It made me laugh so hard.
It's fun, man. It's a really fun show.
It's definitely a show I did not expect to have as much fun watching. I knew I'd like it, but not as much as I do.
I think Phoenix really brings it home.
Whoa. The circle, the triangle. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. All right. Next is the 100 girlfriends who really, 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 really love you.
So I watched this one today.
And I also watched it today because it came out today. And oh boy, do they really, 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 really love him.
And oh boy, did Homeboy really, 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 really get screwed over.
He got fucked over.
So this show's
Dude,
like this show is literally like the comedy type of Oreski. If you've seen Oreski, it's the exact same type of comedy. It's fucking hilarious. The god is funny because he was watching a TV show doing paperwork, and when he got to Homeboy, he accidentally put 100 instead of 1. So
Because that's the score he gave the show he was watching instead of what he was doing.
So he gave Homeboy 100 soulmates instead of 1. And he also dropped the news that if he doesn't
choose one of them,
they die.
they die. Because finding a soulmate is so special, uses up your entire life's worth of luck once you find them. So they will have such bad luck, they will just die.
It's so much fun. I was so excited for the show.
Here's where you're not going to like. I think it's Girlfriend, but better. Because it definitely is just way more goofy than Girlfriend. It has just that extra level of goofy that makes me like it a lot more.
I won't say it's more goofy. I will say there's more plot.
How are you not going to say it's more goofy? The god had just his head coming out of the fucking coin donations.
I mean, okay,
and his first thought was that he was stealing. Like, what the fuck? How is that not goofier?
Well, I'm just saying, in Girlfriend, like, twin tail blonde girl was sitting in front of the dude's house, blocked herself in, and brought a potty bag because she didn't want to leave but was too afraid to use the bathroom.
The tsundere said that she was gonna try to find a place to piss in a bunch of clovers because she didn't want to tell him that she was looking for the four-leaf clover.
Yeah. I don't know. Goofiness scale, I think that's rateable by whoever. I don't really think goofiness scale is really important. I think
that's
what's
an
important.
Opinion base.
What's really important is I don't know.
I think I like that they lean extra heavy into the personality types. Like,
yeah,
super is mega tsundere.
Yeah.
Like, overly. There's no reason for that character to be that way, and it's just because they're making fun of it.
And the one, I don't know what other archetype the character would be. The pink-haired one, dude. She's like
perv.
She is like a Salt Lily Bouquet thick on steroids.
Dude, it's fucked how thick she is. Oh my god.
I almost sent a picture. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
My first thought when I saw her was, what the fuck, dude?
I know. I was like, yo, what are they putting in the rice in Japan now?
I need to go wherever they're at, is what I'm finding out.
I was like, holy shit.
One thing that I made a note in my head, and I don't know why, I think it's just because I thought it was kind of a cool thing. When he brought them drinks out when they were looking for clovers for whatever fucking reason, he gave the orange-haired girl an orange drink and the pink-haired girl a peach drink.
He did, now that you mention it.
And I was like, that's kind of weird how they themed what drink he got them based on their hair color.
Yeah, that is actually interesting.
I liked that, though.
Also, the ED is fucking epic. The animation.
It's
ED.
awesome.
I was just like enamored watching. I was like,
I was too. I sat there and like just ended up listening to the whole ED because I was just watching these cute little animations. I didn't know what to think.
Like the music, it was a good music wise, but I was just so enthralled by like just watching that.
Oh, another comparison to Oreski, the fact they break the fourth wall like the whole fucking time.
They do a shit ton. They break the fourth wall so much. Like where the god's like,
you can't go repeating, or else everyone will be like, didn't the god have more lines in the manga than he does in the show?
He's like, they cut my lines.
It's so good.
It is. It's really good. It's so much comedy this season. I don't even know if I mentioned it like
super early when I was starting. I was like, this is just raw Oreski vibes.
Yeah, you did mention that.
Just straight up, and that's the best way to explain it.
And I love
best way to describe it. It's amazing. All right, that's all for Sunday. That's all for that. On to Monday. Are you watching playthrough of a certain dude's VR MMO life?
I don't think so.
Okay, are you watching I'm in Love with the Villainess?
No.
That's cringe, dude. That's a Yuri show. And I thought you liked Yuri.
Isn't it season 2 of that?
No.
Okay. You mentioned something about season 2. I forget what show it was.
The Saint's magic power is omnipotent.
Omnipotent.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. Because I said Saints mid-show is all right, and you said I should watch that. And said, did you watch the first? No, I'm in love with the Villainous. It's just a Yuri.
That's epic.
Yeah, and I thought that you would watch it, but I was wrong.
Maybe I'll pick it up. All right.
This guy doesn't like Yuri. I do, so I'm watching it.
What else is on Monday?
Shy.
Oh shit.
Another show that I was so fucking hyped for, and none of the shows I was hyped for, FRIEREN, Shy, Goblin Slayer, none of them disappointed me. They actually exceeded all my expectations.
Yeah, so far everything is exceeding my expectations too.
Shy is so fucking cute, dude.
I did not know what the fuck to expect with Shy. I had no idea it was about superheroes. I had no idea she actually had superhero powers. Like, no clue. There's a fucking space. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I was just surprised the whole time. I was just like, when I thought we were going to go turn a corner, we turned the other way. I didn't know what to expect. It's really good, though. I like it.
She's really cute.
She's epic.
She's really, really cute. I like this show a lot.
I like this show, too. This one's gonna be really good, I think.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
Let's see. How's it looking on my anime list? 7.1.
Shit. What
It's
was
not
it
bad.
on the rankings? It was pretty high on the rank. Yeah, it was
was like
11 on the rankings. So
11, yeah. I'm just like happy that it's as high up as it is. I think it
would
would
probably be higher if FRIEREN wasn't on this thing 4 times.
Well, there's that, but yeah, no, it would be. It'd be up 3 places higher, and also if Bleach wasn't on there twice, it'd be another place higher.
If
So
they
it'd be
did
4 places
everything once.
higher. It's technically 7th.
Yeah, technically. It's epic. All right.
It's one
epic.
of those shows that I was just I had a lot expecting from it.
Uh-huh.
And I was not disappointed from that first episode.
I didn't expect shit, and I was really not disappointed either. I was really, really enthralled. It was fun. It's really good.
This is from the studio that did Encouragement of Climb and That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime.
I don't know why I blanked. I thought of Encouragement to Climb, and I was like, that wasn't good.
It wasn't. No.
All I could think of, I did not like that. It was
And
so
what's
mid.
funny is it's got a 7.6,
It
and Shy has a 7.11.
It shouldn't.
And
It's
that's
encouragement to mid.
mid-encouragement of Climb.
Of Climb.
Rewrite has a higher rating than it. That pisses me off. Rewrite was not very good. Shy, I don't know what to say about the show, honestly, dude. Like I love it.
I love it so far. Yeah, I think it is a good show. And if you're on the fence, I'd say start it and just see where it takes you.
Give episode 1 a go, and then that'll definitely determine if you keep with it or not.
Yeah.
It's just so hard, dude, because there's just shows I just want to say I love this show, and then that's all I can think of.
Every single one. I'm just like, dude, this one's so much fun. This one's so much fun.
It's so fun. It's so fucking fun, dude. God, I'm trying to think of more to say about Shy just because we spent so much time on so many other shows.
I know. I
feel
would
we're
like
not
to say more.
We're not giving Shy love, but I really don't know what to say. It's one of those shows that it kind of just, when you watch it, you understand.
Yeah, you kind of just gotta watch this one.
I don't know how to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
You get the mommy hero of Russia who shows up drunk.
She's epic.
She's mega epic.
Then you get Space Mommy who covers her eyes.
And that's epic.
Yeah.
She has a snake.
Yeah, she does a snake.
I don't know what's up with him. But it's just this adventure of this, like 17, I think.
I don't know. I don't think I.
She's a teen. She's a teenage girl who's become a hero, and she's really new to it. She's only been at it for 2 months, and one of those months she spent hiding just because she wasn't able to fully save everyone in an accident.
Yeah.
And someone got hurt, and she blamed herself for it, and then blah blah blah. She had to deal with it. Learn that that's just what it is to be a hero. The Russian comes over, drunk off her ass.
Yeah.
And cheers her up and everything. And
that's really
I don't
know. It's just you gotta watch the show.
I love this show already. It's good.
What do we got
It's
next?
really, really good.
What do we got next on that Monday?
Well,
I feel like there's another one.
Well, the other one is Stardust Telepath, but that doesn't come out until tomorrow.
Oh, okay. That's what it is.
Which is another Yuri. So you're gonna watch one Yuri and not the other, dude. Just honest, dude. I don't think you're much of a Yuri fan if you watch the Yuri.
Now shut
shows.
up, all right?
I'm just
Quiet
saying,
over
dude.
there. I'm gonna march my ass right to Virginia.
Yeah, you could.
I could.
I'd like to see you try.
Yeah. And then we're gonna write Yuri manga.
Dude, that'd be the dream. If I could make money writing Yuri manga, fuck.
It'd be crazy.
Fuck, dude. Count me in. If you're gonna come down here and just gonna write Yuri manga, count me in.
Yeah.
We get to design the cute girls. We get to make them fall in love with each other. We get to make them kiss. It's awesome.
It's awesome. I don't think I'm watching anything on Tuesday.
You're not, because it's Saint's mid power is all right, and
omnipotent.
Hulk, and Anthony and I have talked about Hulk a lot. And
I will say Hulk is funny from what I've seen.
It's goofy fucking
Pee-wee's
bird.
major pog.
Pee-wee's a goofy fucking bird. You have the horse, and he goes.
Wednesday.
Eminence and Shadow season 2. I feel like we talked about it enough already.
Yeah, we did. We did talk. We did already talk about
As
it.
it was the anime of the week. I feel like that was
Delta's awesome.
Delta's.
I like Alpha too. Delta's. Oh, no,
Alpha. They're all pretty good.
Oh, they're awesome.
Gamma.
I love Shadow Garden.
I love cute girls.
Atomic Me.
I wish Delta would atomic me, please. Next to the show, I feel like we can talk about quite a bit. It's God app.
This show. No, I did want to bring this up. This show is like fucking Future Diary.
I mean, there's a lot of shows like this. That's not.
This one's particularly really similar. You have people who have no idea that they get told they are gods, and they're battling to be number one god, and they have to kill each other. And they're using their cell phone to help with it. And I was like, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It doesn't take away from the show. The show's fucking really good. It's really interesting. Character design is awesome. The main character is way better than Yuki from
100%.
Like, way better. Hopefully here's what I'm trying to get at is, if this show does follow the route, I hope we get a Gasai Yuno character, because she was based. I would not be mad about that at all.
I don't think we are.
I don't think we are either. But I think we'll get based characters nonetheless.
And the fact that I don't hate the main character is enough for me.
Yeah. Yuki was a bitch. Everyone hated him. But this show, like plot-wise, is extremely similar to Future Diary.
I like the added idea of Arma playing an effect for when you use your god powers, or like your ability to change the world, your wishes or whatever the fuck they call them.
Yeah, because when he said the thing, he's like, I want her to be alive again. Then the hospital disappeared.
The hospital disappeared and everybody hated him.
Yeah, I thought
So
that
he got,
was really cool.
He got a shit ton of negative karma because he like changed the world so drastically.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
That was like something I was just like,
it. I will say I did not expect the graphic scene in the arcade.
I didn't either.
That threw me for a loop. I was like, whoa.
I definitely didn't like it too much.
No, not really. Homeboy just cranked his pud in front of a girl.
Dude, he was turning pud left and right there.
Yeah, he was definitely cranking.
It was definitely like a really slow episode that turned out really fast.
Yeah, I agree. It felt really fast. And I again, with the 3D animation, I really liked it. This was, however, some of the smoothest 3D animation I've ever seen.
I agree.
It was
I
like
just didn't know how you were gonna feel about it, because it's definitely like it's super weird.
It's it's like I've never seen animation quite like it before.
Because like obviously we've talked about Duke of Death and His Maid, and that's all 3D.
Yeah.
And it just does not look anything like that.
It's like, it doesn't look bad. Duke of Death looks great. I love the show 100%. It's just more choppy than this one.
Yeah, they're definitely kind of, what's the word? not I don't even know how to word it, honestly.
Mhm.
It's they just don't move smooth. Like an arm that goes like that in this show would go like that almost in Duke
Yeah,
of Death.
yeah. It's a lot more rigid in Duke of Death. This one's a lot more fluid.
Which I think
That's
the rigidity of Duke of Death gives it its character,
I was
but
just
this
say
one is
it
just
works for it. It's really good. They did
it's
really
just
good.
a very weird animation
It
choice.
is, yeah.
And I'm really scared of what the plot's going to turn into because it's goddamn Yoko Taro, the man who didn't mean to make Nier as sad as he did. It was an accident. He actually didn't mean to do that. He accidentally made Nier soul
Yeah.
crushing. I don't know how the fuck you do that by accident, jackass, but he
So
did it.
we'll see what happens. But being as Yoko Taro, he did create 2B, so I'm sure we can expect good things.
Seeing as it's Yoko Taro, he makes amazing stories, and
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see how this story
And
goes.
2B.
Also, he was mad because people weren't making enough sexualized art of 2B for a while, so
Right.
he got mad at everyone for
So we
it.
can expect good things.
Oh yeah.
All right, what's next?
The final show is a 16-bit sensation, another layer.
I just want to point out how much I love Main Girl.
She's awesome.
I don't know who her voice actor is, but every time I hear her voice actor, it's a show that's poggers through the roof. And I like how she just randomly went back to 1992 before
Just out of nowhere.
Gal
Wait,
games
why
or
do I know
Rogue
his name?
games
It's
were around.
yeah, all right. Before I go and looking, it's Aoi Koga, and I know that name, and I don't know why I know it. So
Aoi
now I'm gonna
Koga.
find out. She's blonde-haired girl's little sister and girlfriend.
Really?
Yeah. She's the mom in which show? The blonde girl.
She
in the Witch
is.
show, the mom.
Yeah. She's in you know what? Man, I almost want to bring it back up because there's a character that I'm really interested in.
She's fucking Kaguya. Shinomiya.
Shit, really?
Yes.
Yes, she is. Wow. So she's epic, like 100% epic poggers, and she's Ajisai from In the Heart of Kunoichi Tsubaki.
Oh my god,
I
dude,
loved
Ajisai was
Ajisai.
awesome.
Yeah,
She was super awesome. She did not get enough screen time.
she's Komi.
I have seen so many fucking shows that she's in. It's insane.
She's Akishino from Remake Our Life. That makes sense.
She's in oh, where'd it go? I saw one that I think
She's an asteroid in love, but I don't remember that character.
it's just crazy how many shows I've seen that she's in.
I know. Same with the other voice actor we
she's-
were looking at. Oh my fucking god, there were so many.
She's the drunk Russian from my senpai is annoying. The one that went to work and tried to give her vodka.
No way.
Yeah, she's that one, the sleepy one.
Where's my senpai's annoying? She's in Shine Post too.
Shit, Shine Post is a good show. You guys should watch Shine Post.
Shine Post was a good show.
Everyone at home. Just a
Wait.
quick reminder to watch it. Yeah, her voice actor is she has a voice actress is very, very good. She
Yeah.
also has like a wide range of characters she can do.
Yeah, huge. But 16-bit sensation is super fun so far. I really like it, and I think I'm gonna like it a lot.
It's very weird
It
because
is.
I don't understand why the fuck she went back in time still.
Yeah, I think I don't know how. I don't really know what the old Ba-chan had to do with it quite yet, with that old store. What I do really appreciate about this show is the fact that they name animes and stuff like real
They've
ones.
named visual novels.
Yeah, visual novels. Like they actually use the real ones. Like when they brought up Canon, I was like so giddy.
And I like that
giddy.
it was just them redrawing the entire cover for Canon there
Yeah,
too.
it was the real one. And
Like they even had the key logo up in the top and
Mhm.
everything. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they talk about real facts about it. They're like, this should be way more money than 100 yen. It was like when it came out, it was amazing. It was before its time. ahead of its time. I was like, I love when they do that. I love it.
The one thing I thought was super, super funny is that they had like all these really big name drops for visual novels, but they couldn't make the store named McDonald's. You saw in the background, so you walked past like Dan'l's or something like that.
Yeah.
Like you can name every single one of these, but you can't say McDonald's still. That I found really funny. I also like that she was working on a game. What was it? MILF sex or something like that was the name of the game that her company was working on. And her problem wasn't that she was working on a MILF game. It was that MILF games are cornered as a market, so it's stupid that her company's going to it.
It's a poggers show, man. It's really fun.
Main girl's really cool. She has a really good idea for a game, and no one will listen to her.
Right. You know,
it's a shame.
It is a shame, and it's sad, but I hope...
It took an hour for her to even get to when the main character's introduced.
But with her new company over in 1992 that she's probably going to join...
Alcohol Soft.
I'm expecting good things.
Is that really? It's called Alcohol Soft. What is this based off of? Source is a web manga.
16-bit is?
Yeah.
A web manga.
It's from Studio Silver. And wait, did they? That was hentai I was looking at.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah, they've worked. The studio that did this worked with another studio to make Bokuben. Bokuben. We never learn.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And they also make hentai.
Nice.
Is this a hentai? Yeah, that's a hentai. Yeah, no, I know that one now.
Yeah. Yep.
They haven't made a lot though, like just in general. Not hentai, not specifically hentai, just in general. They've just done Bokuben, this, and then the 3 hentais and whatever this is.
What's the studio?
Silver
Studio. Silver Studio. Where are they on? You on my anime list?
Yes. They did Kimekoi. Love Decision. The reason why I'm going after a girl out of my league and my childhood friend.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, they've done 3 hentais, a weird show, Bokuben,
What's
and
a Kane Maniacs?
I have no clue. I clicked on it. It's a 3-episode OVA, and it's a mecha.
It's a 5.3. Holy shit.
I mean, it's a 3-episode OVA, and usually those
get lower.
Get rated very high. Yeah. So I'm not sure how that rates in terms of the other ones.
So they got a good repertoire. Silver's really out here.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, I'll agree. Yeah.
Bokuben was awesome.
Bokuben, good show. This show already pretty good. And then I'm not gonna comment on the other ones because they'll call me out.
Ore wa kanojo wo shinteriru. Great. Idol Sisters. Everyone loves.
Have you seen that one?
Like
actually, or are you just saying that to be a joke? Because now I'm curious.
I probably have.
I know I've seen Idol Sisters.
I have too. I hate my life.
All right, we're really calling ourselves out here.
Guys, Chris Tucker's on tour. Let's go see Chris Tucker at Playhouse Square. Yep.
All right. And then the final shout out. Shout outs to Zom 100 for not existing anymore.
Shout out to a show that could have been fucking great.
I've tried looking up what the fuck happened. I can't find anything. Like, there is no explanation as to why they're on an indefinite hiatus. There just are.
Yeah, it could have been good, but it really screwed the pooch.
I'll do a quick. Why is Zom 100 delayed? Let's just go with that. I mean, that one's obvious. Like, so like the first few were delayed because they had scheduling conflicts with, I think it was
like the tennis
World Tour or something. I don't know why 10, 11, 12 are done. Like, I don't know why they're on an
Yeah,
indefinite
they're
hiatus.
like they're
For the
so
last
close.
3 episodes that are obviously done. Like,
I don't know what the deal is.
I don't know how that works. Yeah, here's the tweet stating that they're on an indefinite hiatus. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. What? The reason for this hiatus has not yet been given, but it is likely due to the production issues that Zom 100 has experienced, which somewhat hindered the momentum of the series after its first episode received critical acclaim. Blah blah blah. It would be really ironic if Zom 100's delays were really due to the studio not being able to keep up with the amount of work, considering that the manga is a satire of that demanding system and toxic work culture.
Yep.
But it's just weird because, like, I doubt that the episodes aren't done by now.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
And it's just such a weird idea to me that companies would start airing stuff and then still be animating that much of it that it would cause problems.
Like weeks and weeks of problems.
Especially with some shows like not Shield Hero. Shield Hero came out last year. I'm trying to think of shows that have taken like 3 years to come out and they still like I couldn't imagine them not being done by the time they come out.
I'm sure I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but like I'm sure.
I mean, Overlord took 5 years for them to make season 4 for whatever fucking reason.
Overlord took a while.
We're waiting for Data Live season 5 still and haven't heard any updates from it, and it's already been a year since season 4 came out.
I feel like a show came out recently that was like no one expected anything to come from it after. It was like crazy, like holy shit, this is actually getting a second, third, whatever it was. I forget what it was.
Is it a show I'm watching?
I don't think it's this season. I think it was this year.
Are you talking about Devil's a Part-Timer?
That maybe there were a couple instances, but that's certainly one of them.
That is one of them. It's like those shows that it takes years, and I don't know when they announced Zom 100's animation. I'm sure I could find it right now, and I'm not going to be so lazy as not do it. Zom 100. Let's just say announcement. All right, that didn't help at all. What the fuck is this? What am I looking at? What the hell?
What the hell?
So Crunchyroll announced it July 1st that it's coming, like that it's going to join the summer 2023 anime season lineup. But it doesn't say when they announced that it was going into production. But for them to announce that, it had to have been mostly done by the time Crunchyroll's going to announce it.
Yeah.
Because as shitty as Crunchyroll is, as terrible of a company as they are, they're not going to announce something that they know is going to be put into a hiatus because it's not done. Like,
I agree.
There's no point in doing that at that point. And no TV station is going to pick that up.
Because that's
like
money.
That either. Yeah,
money.
You're spending money, and then you have people that are pissed at you and saying you hate because the show is not on.
Yeah, so you're gonna lose views. You're gonna lose ratings.
So I really doubt that they thought that they weren't close to done by any means.
I'm sure we'll find out eventually what's going on.
I hope so.
Because this show, it was supposed to be a big show, and I doubt they'll just say like, okay, nothing. Don't worry.
Yeah, you don't get the last 3 episodes. How about that?
Yeah. I'm sure we'll get something.
It is kind of ironic if that is what the problem is. Like,
right.
Like the company's really treating everyone really shitty.
Yeah, like Mappa Part 2.
When this show is about companies treating people shitty. Let's see. This is the only thing this studio has done, though.
Really?
They've never done another anime. The only anime this studio has done is Zom 100.
Maybe that's part of the issue.
But then that leads to another problem of it shouldn't have problems.
Well, the growing pains, I guess you could call them.
growing pains can be a problem, but again, it should not be this big of a problem for them to have it done if it's the only thing they
Yeah,
have.
if they have no other workload.
Like, they don't have anything else that they're worrying about working on in the future. They
Mhm.
don't have anything that they have to worry about starting. This is it, period. This is all you have.
Yeah.
I do think it's shitty if they're treating their people bad. If their people are on strike or whatever, good. I'm
Yeah.
glad. I'm very, very glad that
Yeah, I'd rather them be on strike than us get an episode.
this is more of me bitching at the people that are in charge of that company
Yeah.
than the people themselves. Like, that's ridiculous
Yeah.
and childish
No, I
of
mean,
them.
at the end of the day, we just all want to see more naked guy and more samurai girl.
Yeah, I was about to say, we get introduced to the blonde, get one episode with her, and then she's gone.
Right, and then it's, well, that's all.
There's also like a really big plot thing going on right now. But,
Yeah,
you know,
like, what about the tunnel? What's going to happen to the village?
all these fucking goobers are about to release zombies into this village, and no, let's. All right, now we're on an indefinite hiatus.
Yeah. Okay, cliffhanger, talk about him.
I don't know, man. It's just it's cringe. It's really cringe.
Yeah, it is cringe. Well, we're coming up on we're 140 in.
Holy shit, gamers!
Yeah,
I
we're
hope you guys
140 in.
enjoyed listening to this because I had a lot of fun talking.
Yeah, these episodes are so much fun. Like I said earlier, they're like my fucking favorite.
I just love sitting down and just talking about anime.
Yeah, I do too. That's why we do this, guys. Join the Discord, talk anime with us.
Why we started doing this?
Yeah,
We just like
damn real 3 years ago.
it's been over 3 years. Hasn't it?
Yeah, we started in the summer
Yeah,
because it was fucking
Summer.
hot.
in your fucking room.
Yeah, in the room above me.
Oh, that sucked so bad, dude.
Yeah, it was
I wanted
so
to pass
hot. Oh
out
my
every episode. I wanted to pass out.
Yeah, a lot of
It was
growing pains there.
killing
Talk
me.
about them.
Talk about growing pains.
Yeah,
I hardly know her.
yeah. He hardly knows growing pains.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyway, Luke, what's your message?
Sencho, could you please marry me?
Tencho, come on.
Come on,
He needs to do an AMA.
come on. Come on.
He needs to do an AMA. So if you could,
And I'm not gonna lie like that fucking liar with Ina. That's
Yeah.
that's
That was
also my wife.
big
Also
lie.
my wife.
My wife.
Also, my wife. Thank you, bull rat.
Thanks, Borat.
Well, you're in the room, so why don't you give?
Yeah, I was
Anthony's
gonna say I
message for
got
the
it.
people.
Free podcast.
All right, there we go.
Guys, in the description below, there is a link to join the Discord. So if you want to join that, talk anime with the actual Harem homies, you would have the opportunity to. So I don't get why you wouldn't. Join the Discord. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you found anything interesting or funny on this episode. Make sure to leave a comment down below and tell us what is your favorite anime. The camera's the other way, not that way. What is your favorite anime this season? What are you picking up? What are you dropping off? Tell us about it in the comments below. And we will see you guys on the next episode of the Hello Harem Podcast.
How's that Pabst Blue Ribbon supply holding out? Tomorrow morning when your dealer says, what do you have?
Smoke the
Say,
hard.
Pabst Blue Ribbon. What else?